Here with a bang, of course. In case for some reason you don't know what mukbang is, it's basically people shoving food in their face for 30 to 40 minutes. It's like ASMR, but fucking repulsive. Apparently the trend of mukbang comes from Korea. That's right, the Korean word for exactly what it sounds like. Good joke! So this trend started in Korea. Let's check out some Korean mukbang.
자신이 아프리카로 성공하실 건가요? 뭐 성공? 성공의 기준이라는 게 뭔지 잘 모르겠어요. 시청자분들이 많이
I get it now. That's super interesting. Why is that man eating a Hershey chocolate bar with chopsticks? Because it's a mukbang, of course. I think the reason why mukbangs are so popular is because the thumbnails just look insane. You just look at that and you're like, there's no way in hell they're gonna actually eat that. That's just not happening. And then you click and watch it and you realize, yeah, no, they don't. Apparently, according to a mukbang channel, Korean society has a tradition of eating together. But this culture is now slowly dying away due to the increase in one-person households. Now people are starting to have the desire to eat with someone, and internet broadcasters are solving this problem. Thank you, internet broadcasters. Very cool. I can't really be too harsh. It's kind of similar to gameplay. People criticized that when that was new, saying, why don't you just play the game yourself, huh? Why don't you just eat the food yourself, huh? Well, it's fun to share experience with others. I do get that. Combine that with long videos and really interesting thumbnails, and bam, you got yourself a concept that works on YouTube. Good job, everyone. But there's something about the content that I just don't get it, okay? I feel old, what can I say? I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Is it a kink thing? If someone just went out and said, hey, you know what? It's a kink. I'd be like, all right, fine. You know what? You're weird, but whatever. I'm sorry, but watching this guy eat a Hershey chocolate with chopsticks, it's not doing it for me. I'm not getting those ASMR tingles.
기부하는 이유는 뭔가?
I don't know if it's just me, but I can't stand, personally, I can't stand the sound of slurping, smacking, or whatever it is. Just eating on camera in general is something that I try to avoid because it's so goddamn disgusting. I read somewhere that it's a genetic thing. I don't know if that's true or not. But you are more sensitive to hearing those noises. You don't want to hear them. I definitely have that gene, okay? I can't stand it. It's fucking gross. And apparently they're aware of it. If you don't like my eating sound, my smacking, slurping, simply do not like me. Do yourself a favor and don't watch. I guess they're used to this criticism. I am watching this because we don't have food at home. I was just gonna ask, like, do people not have food? Is that what the problem is? Well, I guess that's it then. Okay, problem solved. It's kind of like watching a train wreck, you know? I don't like it, but I'm still gonna watch it. Now, apparently in South Korea, the government is cracking down on these mukbang videos because of the obesity increase over the past years. Apparently, obesity has increased from 2007, it was 31%, to 34.8% in 2016. In 1998, it was down at 26%. So now they're gonna develop guidelines for these mukbang videos to crack down on them, whatever that means. Now, I'm not for government censoring or cracking down on videos. I think that's a bad move in general, and a lot of mukbang channels are saying the same thing, that this really won't affect much, and I probably tend to agree with them. But then again, you have mothers saying that their child tried to stuff down as much food as the mukbang streamer it was watching. You have this trend that's foreign, it's a Korean thing, but then the Americans came and appropriated the culture, and oh boy, it ain't pretty. You have something that is already gross in a different country, it's not gonna become less gross when Americans take over it. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I like watching mukbang videos for their insightful commentary. Alright. Remember when people said that playing video games for a living requires no talent? I remember. And what the hell is this then? Okay. So if I'm so grossed out by this, if I'm so repulsed by this content, why do I watch it? Why would it make a video about it then? Well, I guess you could say I'm fascinated. You have mukbang videos with almost 18 million views.
Oh my god.
It was also part of YouTube Rewind. You may have seen it. So yeah, I probably wouldn't have made a video on this unless it was on Rewind. But the final reason, which we'll get into later. One of the biggest mukbang channels is Nikado Avocado.
I look disgusting. I hate being fat. I hate it. I've worked so hard at trying to lose weight, and look at me. It's disgusting.
I don't know how to get rid of this. I have gained weight. And I don't even know why. I don't know why. I have a fast metabolism. I work out 3 times a week. I eat plenty of fiber. It's like this happened overnight, you know? Everyone...
I think what I like most about Nikado Avocado is the fact that I don't even have to watch his videos to get a good laugh out of it. And these are all videos next to each other. I didn't take any of this out of context. Tragic news. 5 packs black bean noodles. Why we broke up. Hot Doritos cheesy pizza. My deportation. Pizza Hot Box. What did I do to deserve this? Delicious spicy seafood Korean. Asian McDonald's mukbang. I had enough! What the hell is this? Is he just in a hotel room? What the fuck is this? Eating bread?
I love to see you smile.
This is the bit they should have used for your YouTube Rewind. Slightly edgy jokes? Nah, we can't have that. Sorry, you're not in the Rewind. Promoting obesity to children. Let's make a whole segment about that in YouTube Rewind. That's a great idea. Next up, we have Veronica Wang. And she's the reason why this whole thing was even brought to my attention. Because on my subreddit, one of the top voted posts is Justice Against Veronica. Now, apparently, Veronica, who's a mukbang channel, one of the biggest mukbang channels, she's been a naughty girl and copy striking other people's content for making fun of her. So you have people that smack on food and copy striking people. Why is that a common thing now? Why is that a... 17 million views, everyone. That's epic. So apparently she copy-striked 2 videos from this channel called Mukbang, which makes these... You've probably seen these type of videos. They basically take their content and edit it to make it look like something else for comedic purposes. Hey Shook Gang, I just got my 3rd copyright strike. 3 strikes and I'm out. I guess this is a sign it wasn't meant to be. I just wanted to say it was fun making y'all laugh. Here's a perfect example of Marcia annoys PewDiePie for 2 minutes straight. It's taking out of context all the parts where Marcia is ridiculing me as a joke. Wait, don't turn, go back, go back. You skipped that. What the hell? How dare you? Disgusting.
Hey, look at these rainbow socks. You see them?
Just, you're triggering me. Please, this is cringe. Come, you're making this. Now, apparently she had a problem with this and copy strike this channel and removed those videos. And her response was,
Steffi and I weren't like friends and stuff, or like I was being like super evil and like was really greedy with the food and stuff.
yeah, that's the point of these edits. They're made for fun. People know it's not real. To make it seem like something is happening, but it's not really. It's just a dumb edit.
I bought a bunch of food. I paid for all the food. I left all the food at Stephanie's house. Like, I was the one that reminds Stephanie to, like, offer her fiance food. Like,
no one cares. Jesus Christ. So apparently she even uploaded the same type of style video to her own channel. So it's kind of weird for her to try and remove other ones. But her argument for this is that
I'm a representation to my subscribers and I want to show them that it's okay to stand up for yourself. So I made a video of me making fun of myself. Literally a video of me making fun of myself to show people, you know, if anyone's gonna be allowed to make fun of me, it's gonna be me.
so the only one that's allowed to make fun of this person is herself and no one else. Great. Great message to show your fans.
You know, I'm okay with these type of videos, but I'm not okay with people sending death threats, and I'm not okay with people completely distorting my character to make me seem like I'm this horrible person.
This is not what these videos are for, and this is not what they are sending other people to do. This is completely unrelated to these whole event. Why am I focused on some stupid mukbang drama? I don't care. But I think it's important for the sake of YouTube and how copyright is used. Yes, if someone used your video and added minimum edits to it, then yeah, you could probably copyright strike it because it's still your video. And YouTube doesn't really interfere with that system. They say, well, if it's your video and you put a copyright strike it, we're just gonna take it down. Unlike what Veronica said, which is completely wrong, and it seems like a common misconception for a lot of people.
It's YouTube's responsibility to see whether or not, well, it's not the responsibility, but the way that the copyrights work is YouTube will take a look at it and see whether or not they agree with the copyright.
Yeah, that's not how it works. They don't mediate anything. So it's very easy to abuse copyright on YouTube, and that's why a lot of times I think it's important for the community to step in and say, no, that's messed up, you shouldn't do that. If, for example, this sort of thing went to court and this Mukbang video would for some reason decide, you know what, I didn't do anything wrong here, I'm gonna fight this into court. Which is not gonna happen, obviously. No sensible person cares about this that much. But let's say it did. This parody channel would most likely win because it's still fair use. They're adding their own edits to the video. They're adding their own text to the video, and it is transformative work in that sense. And what Veronica really is doing is putting down videos that she doesn't like, which is a really bad attitude in general to have. We shouldn't allow for people to delete content just because they don't like it. But since YouTube doesn't mediate these sort of things, and since this is literally just going to be handled on YouTube, she can delete these videos and get these channels that she doesn't like get copyright strike. Now, I don't think Veronica is a terrible person. I think she just doesn't know how to handle criticism, and it's something that, you know, a lot of new YouTubers that aren't used to criticism struggle with. I struggled with myself when I started doing YouTube, so I can't really fault her too much, but I do think genuinely that she made a big mistake here and that she should delete these strikes and just apologize and move on. It's kind of, again, the Streisand effect that we see a lot on the internet, and when creators and different individuals try and remove something, it just draws more attention to it. And even the avocado guy, he's clearly playing this whole thing up for the sake of YouTube. It's not like he doesn't know what he's doing. It's not like he doesn't know why he's gaining weight.
You're eating an unhealthy amount. You wouldn't eat that much in a normal sitting, would you?
Oh, no.
Right, so why are you doing it that amount of food?
Because it's a great excuse to get fat.
So that's mukbang, I guess. I guess it's a thing now. It's been for years, Felix. Okay, well, I guess I'm a little late on this one. I guess there's a final note that I wanted to shove in here, which is I stumble upon this.
Well, sometimes I get so depressed. There'll be like at least a couple of days where I just stay in bed. And I feel like if I start looking at it as like, Veronica, you know, you've been depressed for 7 days, 6, 8 days, 9 days, 10 days, 11 days, instead of being like, oh, I've been depressed for 1 week, I've been depressed for 2 weeks, you know. I think I should maybe start doing that. Because it's like the extent of it when you look at it, like 3 weeks, wow.
I have no idea what the she's trying to say here, but I think the point is, a lot of times when you're not happy, you try and fill that with something else, whether it's drugs or alcohol, but I think a lot of times what's overlooked is food. I think a lot of people, you feel good by eating. You fill that void, but I think it's important to realize that's just a craving that you have for the moment. That's just something that's gonna fill your need for the moment, but it's not gonna leave you satisfied. It's not gonna make you happy in the end. And I think it's important to ask yourself, why do you have that craving? Why do you want to eat so badly? Obviously, eating this copious amount of food isn't healthy. It's not a thing anyone should do. But I think that goes with anything. Am I shoehorning too much a preachy message in here? Absolutely. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Smash like, subscribe, and I see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye. Show that you've done your part by subscribing to PewDiePie, but also buy all the merch. wow, that's epic. I'll take 20, please. You can buy a poster.